Most people think income creates wealth, but really income only amplifies once your nervous system is regulated and you are able to hold the capacity of whatever it is that you're desiring. So if your structure cannot hold it, it will not last. It's as simple as that. So what is wealth embodiment? Wealth embodiment is learning about what I call your internal infrastructure. It is your emotional body, your physical body, and your spiritual body all working as one. Those bodies are systems, and within those systems, there are narratives, there are energies that are stored. And in order to really align to wealth, is to learn to regulate all of those bodies. Governing from spirit. So wealth embodiment, at least how I share it, is not about dismissing spirit. It is actually coming into what I like to call spiritual maturity, where you're no longer performing spirituality. You are now integrating everything that you have learned thus far, and now creating a life that is based upon the depth and the wisdom that you learned through your spiritual journey. And so through that comes responsibility, comes regulation, stabilization, and you begin to mature. So once you start maturing, you're ready to really build. And so that inner infrastructure must be regulated. When you move through that regulation inner process, what happens is you're able to hold more. So you stop over explaining. You stop underpricing. You stop creating offerings just to make money. You're no longer functioning from urgency because you have trained your bodies to actually hold that capacity that you are desiring. So the wealth embodiment process is a training that happens internally before the finances or the financial abundance catch up to what you're already magnetizing through the internal training. So this is the architecture that is needed to truly hold wealth. It starts from within. And this is sovereignty, self-governance, the nervous system becoming stronger, because most people try to raise their income without training themselves in raising their containment. So there are three things that have to be in place for your income to truly stabilize. The first thing is that, can you hold silence without spiraling? Do you have consistent systems that are set up, or do you run your business emotionally? And do you already see yourself as that woman that can actually hold what you are truly desiring, that knows how to handle money calmly? Because if one of those are unstable, income will continue to fluctuate. It's not as punishment, it's just information for you to now review and recalibrate. and really work on that internal infrastructure. There's nothing wrong with first class experiences. Traveling, building your home, experiencing luxury. But luxury without internal structure creates anxiety, because how can you hold that much without any level of regulation? And here's the hard truth: wealth is boring before it stabilizes, meaning that repetition, rhythm, structure, building systems, that is the work that is behind people who are financially wealthy. It didn't just happen overnight. They were building, they were in the quiet, in the silence, building these infrastructures that are still generating their financial freedom. And so that is the hard truth, because a lot of people say that they want wealth, but they can't slow down enough to actually build the systems that actually create it. It looks like saying no more often, cleaning up debt, raising your prices without over explaining, posting consistently, following through, utilizing these type of platforms to share your depth and your wisdom, to be more visible, to be more responsible. It doesn't sound sexy, but your lifestyle will become very sexy. Making yourself more serious as an entrepreneur, paying on time, asking direct questions that are going to help you, investing into trainings that are going to amplify your brand and your income. It's not glamorous, it's architectural. It's part of the process. So here are 3 things that I want you to reflect on. And you get a pen, get some paper, do what you got to do, all right? When money feels uncertain, what happens inside my body? Do you contract? Do you overmessage? Do you seek reinsurance? Number 2, where in your business are you moving more emotionally rather than structurally? Number 3, if you already embody financial sovereignty, what behavior would stop immediately? As you've been listening to this, if you're realizing that this really speaks to where you're at, this is the work that we do inside Sacred and Paid. Because Sacred and Paid is not motivational, it is a operational, stable container for visionary leaders who are ready to really regulate and build structure around their offerings and really build financial wealth by looking at money as architecture that help to feed and nourish all of their desires. So if this is something you're interested in, the link is available below. And I'm going to leave you with this: wealth does not begin when the money arrives. Wealth begins when your internal structure is ready to hold it.